Hi, my name's Paul and I want to talk to you about the good news about God's creation. I mean, you can just see how fantastic God's creation is, and yet you only need to turn on the TV or look at your social media to discover what a mess we human beings have made of it. But it's not just about the environment or ecology. It's all about our relationships, our health, our mental health, our communities. And our problem is that the human race as a whole turned away from its creator and started to do its own thing. We fall short of who it is that God has called us to be and created us to be, and we get into all kinds of selfishness and destructive patterns. But with all this addiction and injustice and pain that we see around us, people often say, well, why didn't God do something about it? But the Christian message is that God has done something about it. That in Jesus, the Creator God Himself came and lived among us and showed us who God is, showed us the love of God. And also in dying for our sin, in dying in our place, He opened the way for us to have true relationship and to start to live as we were meant to live and be part of God's amazing plan to put everything right. Jesus came with a simple message, which is now is the time for God to become King. And therefore, turn your life around, change your thinking to line up with that. But we human beings, we crucified Him for it. But that wasn't an accident. In Jesus, the Creator God allowed that to happen and took upon Himself the weight and the consequences of all of our sin and wrongdoing in order to make a way through. But the great news is that Jesus did not stay dead. He was raised to life and lives forevermore. And that means those who receive Him can receive the free gift of total forgiveness for their sin and wrongdoing. And what that means is we are free to become part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And we become God's co-workers in restoring this creation to how it was meant to be. God promises in the Bible that He's going to create a whole new heaven and a new earth, a whole new creation. And evil and injustice and abuse are going to be a thing of the past. But the amazing thing is that in the resurrection of Jesus, God's new creation broke into this world, and we are invited to be a part of that. If we turn to Jesus, if we make Him the King of our lives, and if we submit ourselves to Him, put our trust in Him, then the Bible says that we are part of that new creation, and we get to play our role in God restoring this world to how it was always meant to be. We in New Creation Church would love you to share this journey with us. And if you haven't experienced the power of Jesus and His forgiveness in your life, we'd love to talk to you and help you to see just what you have been designed and called to be as part of God's plan for the glorious new creation.